Hello everyone, welcome to biology classes with Anand. In previous class we discussed about female gamete and mammary glands. In today's class we are going to discuss about female reproductive system. Okay, female reproductive system consists of following parts. It consists of ovary, fallopian tube or oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina, and external genitalia. Okay, ovary, female reproductive organ. It consists of female gamete, that is ovum, and secrete many steroid hormones. Fallopian tube, I'll just give you a brief and then we'll go one by one. Fallopian tube is the site for fertilization. Uterus is site for implantation after fertilization has taken place. Cervix, contractions of cervix takes place, and through cervix canal and vaginal canal, birth of the baby takes place. This was the brief. We'll go one by one. First comes the ovary. Ovary, these are paired structures. First of all, it is paired structure present in lower abdomen. It is present in lower abdomen. Okay. It is attached with the uterus with the help of ligament, and one more broad ligament is present that helps to keep it in position. Okay. Ovary is covered by thin epithelium that encloses stroma. Outermost covering is known as visceral peritoneum. Visceral peritoneum. Below visceral peritoneum, Below visceral peritoneum is present germinal epithelium. That consists of tunica albicans. Further, that consists of stroma. Tunica albuginea do not play important role in females, and further it consists of stroma. Stroma consists of peripheral cortex and inner medulla. Okay, throughout the cortex are present follicular cells that consist of different stages of follicles. There are different stages of follicles. First is like primary follicle, primary primordial cell, then primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle, Graafian follicle, corpus luteum, corpus albicans, etc. That will go one by one in the structure of Graafian follicle. Now we'll discuss about Graafian follicle. It plays very important role, as we discussed in the class. It was that female gamete is released from Graafian follicle in the form of secondary oocyte, right? Structure of Graafian follicle. This is the main follicle, most matured follicle. First I'll draw its structure. Okay, this is the structure I'm drawing of Graafian follicle. Here it plays main role. I'm drawing it quite fast and roughly to refer your books as well. You need to draw it properly. I'll explain you the things that are important in this diagram. Suppose this is a diagram of Graafian follicle. Suppose this is the structure of Graafian follicle. It consists of outermost layer, that is theca externa. Okay. Then comes theca interna. This is basement membrane. Okay. These are follicular cells. You also call them membrane granulosa. Follicular cells, also known as membrane granulosa, is present. Then comes secondary oocyte. You remember our line that female gamete is released from Graafian follicle in the form of secondary oocyte. This is the Graafian follicle and this is secondary oocyte. Okay. We discussed that Graafian follicle consists of theca externa, theca interna, membrane granulosa, also known as follicular cells, secondary oocyte. Okay. Secondary oocyte further out is lined by cells lined by membrane known as zona pellucida. That is non-cellular layer. Okay. And cells surrounding it are cellular cells that form corona radiata. Okay. Secondary oocyte is lined by membrane known as zona pellucida and a cellular layer is surrounding them that forms corona radiata. Cells of membrane granulosa or follicular cells surrounding corona radiata forms cumulus oophorus. जैसे मान लो these cells जो corona radiata को surround कर रहे हैं, these forms cumulus oophorus. ये क्यों फॉर्म होता है? टू होल्ड द सेकेंडरी oocyte. ओके, दिस इज फॉर्म टू होल्ड द सेकेंडरी oocyte. And this cavity present is known as atrium. Follicular atrium, you can say. Okay, this was the structure of Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle further secretes hormone known as estrogen. This was the structure of Graafian follicle as we have written about it. It releases hormone known as estrogen. When Graafian follicle ruptures, ovulation takes place. Graafian follicle rupture होके क्या बनाएगा? Graafian follicle rupture, ovulation takes place. After it ruptures, it will release secondary oocyte. Okay. Now, remaining Graafian follicle will form corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is responsible for secreting progesterone, that is responsible for maintaining the inner lining of uterus, that is known as endometrium, that is essential for holding pregnancy. In case there is no fertilization, then this corpus luteum will change into corpus albicans and progesterone level will lower down, leading to menstruation. This was all about Graafian follicle. I'll draw a diagram explaining all these things. इसको बनाए रखते हैं इस diagram को. This is Graafian follicle. Suppose this is the structure. First primary oocyte. ये मैं आपको दोबारा बना के दिखाऊंगी during oogenesis while explaining oogenesis. Okay. छोटा बना दो इसको बड़ा. This is primary follicle and this is primary oocyte. ठीक है, फिर secondary आएगा इसके बाद. I'll directly draw tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle में ये क्या है? Further mature होके बनाएगा secondary oocyte and these are follicular cells. और साथ में एक कैविटी बननी शुरू हो जाएगी. This kind. एट्रियम बनना शुरू हो गया. Now comes Graafian follicle जो और भी बड़ा होगा. ठीक है, इससे बड़ा होगा. You are supposed to draw secondary oocyte, Graafian follicle. Now suppose this follicle rupture, टूट गया, then it will release secondary oocyte and further it will form corpus luteum. देखो, अगर तो जब ये रिलीज हुआ, process is known as ovulation. Graafian follicle जो है वो rupture हुआ, release हुआ female gamete, that is secondary oocyte. Process is known as ovulation. And अगर pregnancy होती है, fertilization takes place, then it will lead to pregnancy. Then further ये maintain रहेगा, corpus luteum बना रहेगा to maintain the level of progesterone. अगर fertilization नहीं होता, then this corpus luteum will change into corpus albicans and menstruation will take place. So this was all about ovary. Things taking place in ovary. कैसे ओवा रिलीज होता है, कब रिलीज होता है? जब पूरा मेच्योर हो जाता है. कब मेच्योर होता है? जब ग्राफियन फॉलिकल बनता है. ओके. नाउ further female reproductive system consists of oviduct of fallopian tube. This I'll show you via this diagram, and the diagram is this. So this is the structure of female reproductive system. This is ovary. Okay. This is also ovary. A pair of ovaries is present. We were told that ovary is present, fallopian tube is present, uterus is present, cervix, vagina, external genital. Right. So these are the pair of ovaries. Okay. This is finger-like projections known as fimbri. Finger-like projections को कहाँ से originate हुई? This spider part known as infundibulum. Known as infundibulum. Above infundibulum is present this region known as ampulla, and above more wider part is known as isthmus. Isthmus, ampulla and infundibulum, these three comprise of fallopian tube. These constitute fallopian tube. This is fundus. Okay, this is uterus, you can say. This is cervix, cervical canal, vagina. Uterus, cervix, cervical canal, vagina. Okay, this is the structure of female reproductive system. So this is the diagram about ovaries. I told you ovary is the main reproductive organ that is responsible for the formation of, for the release of female gamete and various steroid hormones. Okay, I told you about Graafian follicle, that is the most matured follicular structure from which secondary oocyte is released, and then this is the region known as fallopian tube or oviduct. Okay, fallopian tube or oviduct. Fallopian tube or oviduct that consists of isthmus, ampulla and infundibulum. Third region is uterus. Uterus is a pear-shaped structure in humans. There is single uterus present in humans. Okay, that is a muscular bag-like structure in which implantation, if fertilization takes place, then implantation will take place. Before implantation, fertilization will take place to a site known as fallopian tube. In lower classes you were doing that fallopian tube or oviduct is the site for fertilization. In this class you will study that in fallopian tube, site for fertilization is ampullary isthmus junction or ampullary isthmus. Ampullary isthmus junction is the site for fertilization in human females. Okay. Then comes uterus. यूट्रस में कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस की वजह से जो है बर्थ होता है बेबी का बाय birth canal. Contractions takes place in cervix, and this is cervix canal. In cervix canals, contractions takes place due to oxytocin. More the level of oxytocin, more are the contractions of cervical canal, and thus this is womb. Uterus is a womb. From the womb, birth of fetus will take place via birth canal. Cervical canal and vaginal canal constitute the birth canal in human females. Okay, एक brief out फिर से दे देती हूँ. Ovary. In ovary there is formation of female gamete and various steroid hormones are released. Fallopian tube में site for fertilization, ampullary isthmus junction. Then in womb there it is a muscular bag-like structure, pear-shaped, that is known as uterus. And in cervical canal and vaginal canal constitute the birth canal. Cervical canal, in cervical canal contractions take place due to oxytocin. More the level of oxytocin, more the contractions, and thus via birth canal, because of contractions, birth of baby will take place. This was all about female reproductive system, मतलब major portion. Then we'll do about that opening of vagina is covered by a layer known as hymen. Normally you have listened about this layer known as hymen. This is highly sensitive layer, बहुत पतली होती है, and will usually break during first coitus. But this is not only the factor that is responsible for the breakage of hymen in females because of coitus. It is not necessary that it will break only if there is some sort of sexual activity. It can break due to long jump, due to excessive cycling, sports, etc. It can break that in that case also, but it is also reported that in some females hymen may persist even after coitus. So we can say that it is not any remark or any mark that tells that if a female is you can say if the female जो है is not involved in any kind of sexual activity. Okay, that is not a sign, because it can break due to various reasons, as I told you. Okay. Now, what are the walls of uterus? We told you that this is uterus. Uterus में 3 types of walls are there. This is endometrium, this is myometrium, this is perimetrium. Innermost layer is endometrium, in which contractions won't take place. That is just endometrium is responsible for maintaining the inner lining. एंडोमेट्रियम जो लेयर है वो बनी रहेगी तभी इट कैन होल्ड प्रेगनेंसी, और वो बनी तब रहेगी जब प्रोजेस्टेरोन का लेवल बहुत हाई रहेगा. मायोमेट्रियम इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कंट्रैक्शंस ड्यू टू ऑक्सीटोसिन फॉर द बर्थ ऑफ द बेबी. पेरीमेट्रियम इज द आउटरमोस्ट. ओके, दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट सर्विक्स. यूट्रस, सर्विक्स का भी मैंने बताया कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस होती हैं. ठीक है, विजाइना, थ्रू विजाइना विल टेक प्लेस. नाउ वी कम टू द टॉपिक नोन एज एक्सटर्नल जेनिटेलिया. External genitalia consist of mons called mons pubis. External genitalia consists of mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, clitoris. These are the few structures that external genitalia consist of. Mons pubis is covered by pubic hair. Labia majora is almost equivalent to scrotum. Remember, in male reproductive system, it is equivalent to scrotum and consists of numerous oil glands. Labia minora is formed due to folds of skin, right? And the area between labia minora is known as vestibule. Urethral opening or vaginal opening is responsible for passing of birth. That is responsible for childbirth. Okay, and for passing the gamete. Then we come to clitoris. It is finger-like erectile tissue that is almost equivalent to glans pubis in males. Okay, and then comes a main thing, that is Bartholin gland. That is present on either sides of vagina. That is almost equivalent to Carpor's gland or bulbourethral gland in males. That is responsible for providing lubrication for the easy passage of gamete, you can say, or for insemination also, you can say, for various activities, you can say. Okay, this was all about female reproductive system. Our topic today was female reproductive system, that was related with previous topic, that is female gamete and mammary gland. Mammary gland is also modification, secondary sexual character, and that characters arise during puberty. not before. It arises during puberty. In further classes we'll do about oogenesis, spermatogenesis. Then comes the topic menstruation and fertilization. This was all about today. Hope you all liked the video, and in case of any queries, do mail me on anamgirl@gmail.com. As already told you, AANAMGOIL